feel to wake up with your DM full of messages from people wanting to have you as their coach? It's time for you to get visible and get clients on social media. For many years, I got clients from social media, from Instagram, from Facebook, from my Facebook group, from other Facebook groups, from LinkedIn, from YouTube, from Behance, and many other platforms that you probably never heard about before. Now, hearing all about this, you may be thinking now, oh my God, I need to be on all these platforms to get coaching clients on social media. The truth is you don't. I didn't start on all of them and I still don't focus on all of them. I focus only on those that I enjoy the most and I know that my clients are. One of the most important things is to focus on the who. You need to know who you're targeting in order for you to know which social media platform to use to get coaching clients. Each platform serves a different type of audience, and if you don't know who you want to target, then you may be wasting your time on different platforms where you get less to no results. For instance, according to Sprout Social, YouTube demographics and usage, YouTube has 2 billion monthly active users with the age between 15 and 35, 46% being female and 54% being male. All of them spending about 30 minutes per YouTube video. This shows the YouTube popularity between the young generation and the shift into the video content more than ever before. It's a great opportunity for marketers, for coaches, consultants, creatives, anyone who actually wants to expand their brand and be in the online space. But at the end, you also need to have in mind the fact that this is a streaming platform and basically people are coming here more for entertainment and education and less for actually buying products. This doesn't mean that you cannot sell your coaching, your consulting services. Of course you can, but it's not the only platform you need to focus on. Which gets me to the second platform that you may use in order for you to sell your services as a coach or consultant, which is Instagram. And according to the same source, Instagram has also 2 billion monthly active users, which are in between age of 25 and 34, following the group of 18 to 24, and they are spending an average of 29 minutes. Instagram basically has tripled in the last 3 years of active users because it's more attractive to the younger generation, the millennials and Generation Z, and it's basically the perfect hub for e-commerce businesses and the place where all the influencers are. Because you know that YouTube is the perfect platform if you want to do video content. Of course, you can do the same thing on Instagram. You can sell your coaching services or consulting services as well, and especially your creative services on Instagram. So Instagram is a good place for you to sell your services as a coach or a consultant, and especially as a creative. Both YouTube and Instagram are more focused on the visual learners. So if you like beauty, you like creativity and all these things, then those are the platforms for you the best to attract your target. The main difference between YouTube and Instagram is this. YouTube allows you to post more long-form content, and at the same time, the content lives longer because you can create leads on Evergreen from YouTube. Your content will live there forever, basically. When you post on Instagram, the content that you're posting is more in the moment, and it doesn't have the possibility of evergreen leads the way that you have on YouTube. One advantage that YouTube has over Instagram between these two, from this point of view, is that even if you don't post content on Instagram, you can still get leads from YouTube. That's because YouTube is a SEO platform, while Instagram is more of an inspirational platform. That's why I believe that you need both of them, because one of them is focused on creating lead generation on the long-term game, and the other one is focused on inspiring your audience and be attracted to your brand. On one platform, you can educate and entertain them, and on the other platform, you can inspire them to be attracted to your brand and ultimately become clients. But these are not the only platforms that you can focus on. You can also focus on Facebook if you want to get coaching or consulting clients. According to Sprout Social, Facebook has 2.9 billion monthly active users. The largest age group being between 25 and 34. All of which are spending around 30 minutes average per day. Despite having YouTube and Instagram, which are amazing platforms, when you have also Facebook, you increase your chances to get clients. Because despite all of the other platforms, Facebook still remains as the highest active platform from all of them. But the problem is the number really has fallen down on the time of how much people are spending on this platform compared with how was on the other years. So this may show also that people will not remain on platform forever and they are moving slowly also on other platforms. That's why I recommend you to focus on all these three platforms if you want to get coaching clients. Or if you feel that it's too much to focus on all of them, then find a platform that you feel more connected and know that each platform has its own advantages and disadvantages, and keep your focus on that. So as you see, each platform has its own advantages and disadvantages. So that's why it's important for you to focus where your strengths are and where your audience is. Now, I'm not saying that on the other platforms there is no other older generation. There is, but the main generation is the younger generation on those platforms. It doesn't mean that people who are over 35, they are not living there, but it's how Sprout Social basically explain how the generation is split between these platforms. When you pick your platform, think about the demographics, the lifestyle, what your audience actually wants to see from you. But most importantly, don't forget to use the platform that you enjoy the most, and it is in your zone of genius. While I don't suggest to you to focus on only one platform, because you never know when a social media landscape can change, and by keeping your eggs into one basket, you never know what could happen next. But I also don't suggest to you to focus on too many platforms, because this could burn you out. So how do you do that? Because if you think about, if you need to keep the focus on three platforms, it may be a little bit overwhelming. What I suggest you is to pick one platform where your zone of genius is and also where your audience is. On that platform, you can create a main piece of content that you can basically distribute on other platforms as well. You repurpose the content that you create on other platforms where you don't need to create new content, and then you can reshare it on other platforms to even increase more of your reach and your clients as well. For me at this moment, YouTube is my main platform and Instagram is my secondary and Facebook the third. So what I do, I create the main piece of content on YouTube, and from YouTube, I repurpose the content for Instagram, Facebook, and other platforms as well. Another tip that I have for you is to know your message. Well, great to pick the main platform where you would enjoy to share your content and be in your zone of genius. The thing is, you need to have a compelling message in order to attract the right audience and in order for them to resonate with what you're sharing. That's why knowing your message is key when you want to attract the right audience and in order for you to get clients on social media. Because if you throw spaghetti on the wall to see what sticks, you may risk to attract different type of audience with different problems and not necessarily what you actually want to help people with. This doesn't mean that you need to speak about one thing and one thing only. I made this mistake before and I don't want you to make this mistake as well. I also don't want you to be too broad, because that is also not a good idea. So what you can do is to keep the goal in mind that your audience actually wants to get to and create smaller steps for them to know how to get there. For instance, if your audience is looking to sell on video by the end of the program working with you, the pieces of content that you can create in order to get the value for the content that you're creating and you're putting out there, that could be small steps that can get them to the result that they want. So for instance, confidence on camera, what tools to use to get on camera, how to speak on camera, right? As you can see, you will not feel yourself boxed in one thing because you're speaking about one goal in the program that you're having, because you'll have mini topics according to the end goal that your audience wants to achieve. Which gets me to another point, is giving value to your audience through the content that you're sharing. When you know exactly what platform you want to focus on, you know your message, you know the topics that you want to share on these platforms, then by giving them value and helping them move the needle forward, you have more chances to get clients on social media. The thing is, before thinking about getting clients, you need to give them content and you need to give them tremendous value, because it's the same as not going to someone and asking them to marry you. The moment you meet them, you want to date them first. You want to see how it would feel if you have the same values, if you have the same goals, if everything is in alignment. While some people are impulsive buyers, which is okay, the thing is the majority are not. The majority of people want to get a feeling of how it would be to work with you by seeing your content and get the feeling of how you can help them solve their problem. That's totally okay, and you need to be patient, but you can also speed up the process. One way you can do this is to give value in Facebook groups where you know that your audience is. So, for instance, instead of spending months and months of creating content with the hope that you can find the right audience and you can reach them out, you could be on Facebook groups where you can give free value to warm up your audience or even create your own Facebook group for that. This way, you leverage your time and you validate what you have to offer before focusing on expanding and growing your audience. You start by building it, right? You don't need to be afraid of looking salesy or spammy by doing that because people are out there with their problems and they want a solution to get to the results that they want. This is only one step that you can do in order for you to go from unknown to well paid and get clients over and over again. All of which I packed into a free roadmap called the Personal Branding Launch Roadmap that you can download down below. Now you know how to get coaching clients on social media, but how do you position yourself as an expert so people can get attracted to you and believe that you're the solution for their problem? Make sure to watch this video right here where I share more about that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, comment down below what you learned out of this video today, share with your friends, your family, who you know that they may need this video right now, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video, and I cannot wait to talk to you soon. Thank you so much, and we'll see each other very soon.